Okay, what's up, guys? My name is TMossBoss, and I wanted to let you guys know about Anchor. Anchor is an app that you can download to record your podcast in the easiest way ever. Like, it doesn't require a whole lot to know. Like, you just pretty much press record and you just start doing your podcast and stuff. I don't know what you plan on doing, but you plan on doing something. That's why you're here. So, yeah, download Anchor, or you could go to their website, anchor.fm, and yeah, you could do it straight from your computer too. So yeah, it's easy. They distribute everything to they distribute your podcast to every streaming services like out there, Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere. Okay, and then you can monetize it, so you're making money off of what you love doing. All right, so people, make sure you do it. Make sure you download Anchor, or you go to their website, anchor.fm. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for listening. Peace. Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to season 3 of the TMossBoss show. Man, 3 seasons, and I haven't got canceled yet. That's good. That's good. I see that as a good thing. You know, like there's TV shows out there. I never understand why they make TV shows and they get canceled like after one episode or like one season. You know, like I see that a lot with what is it, NBC? I know that there was one show that they had. I was like, yo, that could have been the next like CSI or something, but it was called Stalkers. Yeah, Stalkers. And it was like giving off like all the crazy stories with like, you know, stalker cases and things. And I thought that show could have went somewhere. They had the one show Zoo. They had the one show Under the Dome. Like they had like a lot of shows where I was like, oh, okay. Like these are good shows. These are shows I'm watching. Like Under the Dome was probably my favorite. And I just hated the way that it ended. So for those that didn't watch that show, or didn't know what that show was about. So it's weird. So this giant dome covers up this town. Town's trying their best to survive. And it gets like towards the end, that's where it kind of was all like, okay, what's going on here? Like the world's ending, but the dome can cause hallucinations, so you don't really know what's happening with this world, like you don't know what's happening with the world, you don't know what's happening within the dome. Like it was a crazy like TV show. Like it had you thinking and stuff. I mean, honestly, like I never would have thought like a dome would like cover up like downtown Seattle, although I would be pretty upset. I would be really upset if something like that had to happen to me and I had to be the one inside the dome. Like, I'm like, no Wi-Fi, I can't make videos. And they were in there for a while, too. Like, I think that show was like 3-4 seasons. Yeah, they were in that dome for a while. So I definitely would have snapped and went crazy at some point in time. But yeah, it was like then you can't even have like no medical emergency inside the dome. Like, no, the guy, I think he had like what's those like things that they have like with your heart or something, like a pacemaker? I think that's what they call it. I'm not for sure. I ain't gonna say that that's its official name, but that's just the name that came to mind, and I think that is the name. But anyways, yeah, that was like the first season of that show. Dude was next to the dome, and he had that pacemaker, and the peacemaker exploded, and yeah, blew his heart out and chest out and things. I'm like, what the. Like, that mean you can't even have, like, your own, like, something to help you. Like, you can't even have that in the dome. But, yeah, it was crazy. Like, there was just, like, some stuff in that show that was happening. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. Then they had the one show, Stalkers. I'm like, yo, that show, to me, it could have been the next, like, CSI or something. Like, I just don't understand, like, not even with that. Like, Netflix. Now, let me get on Netflix for a moment. Because all the shows they canceled, because Disney getting their own streaming platform. You mean to tell me you guys could spend $100 million to keep Friends, a show that's already been out there, a show that's already had its multiple season finales and its series finale? You mean to tell me you guys spent $100 million to keep that show on Netflix, okay? To cancel all these other good shows, and they had some good shows too. I remember the one show they had called The Get Down. I still haven't watched the second season to it because it was the last season. They just upped and canceled that show. Now, of course, all the Marvel shows, I'm like, man, there ain't even a reason, bro. Like, that's like when they be having them shows on and then they just cancel them. Like, I'm like, there ain't no reason to watch it, with me at least. I'm like, I don't want to watch the show anymore because it's like I know the next season ain't gonna happen, so it's not something that's like pulling me into the show. They obviously don't care about it, so am I. I'm not gonna care about it. So, anyways, yeah, I just don't understand why they do that. I'm all like, man, like upload the episodes onto YouTube or something. Freaking stream them on a streaming platform. Do something, all right, or at least some other streaming platform. But then I know I don't like what Hulu, they be showing ads. I think I talked about that before though, so I ain't gonna discuss that. If I did already, then yeah, I ain't gonna discuss it. But if I didn't, then I probably will talk about it at some point in time. Yeah, just let me know. But anyways, what I wanted this podcast to be about, pretty much a motivational podcast for those out there, you know, struggling and things. Like you're in a you're in a rough spot in your life and you need some words of wisdom. You need somebody. I'm not gonna say I'm going to be the one that guides you, but I at least want to be the one that motivates you to keep, like, you know, going and stuff, because everybody has a dream, everybody has a talent, and I feel like in this day and age, like, you have to be consistent with your talent. Like, you gotta be like consistent. You gotta be like using your talent to its full potential. You know, and that's why, like, right now I'm doing this podcast, but I'm also I'm sitting here making a music video to a song I haven't even made yet. All I know is that the song is going to be called Possessed, and the guy that, and I'm using Rockstar Editor, so I'm doing that. I just had to play the game, make all these crazy cutscenes and things, and now probably after this I'm going to start working on some music. And that's just like, that's my thing, like, that's my talent. Like, I'm constantly, like, doing something creative. I have like just like a creative bone in my body to where I have to use that bone to where it's just worn out. Like, I can't think of anything else to do. I can't think of anything else to create. But even then, like, I'm like, no, now it's like I gotta, like, I guess, like, tell people my story, and then hopefully it motivates them, and then, you know, they overall learn something from it. You know, overall, just like they get motivated, and then they want to, like, you know, go out and do something themselves. So that's why I'm like, yeah, I'm constantly getting my hands onto things, getting involved in this stuff. Like, for those that don't really just, you know me and things, like, y'all, like, what do you do throughout the day? Well, pretty much from 7 to 3 o'clock, I'm working downtown at this cafe. I come home and I just start thinking of, like, the next video that I can make, or the next song I can make, or the next podcast I can make. I'm constantly, to me, I see it as that YouTube and my podcast, like, everything that I have my name with, I see it as a full-time job. I see it as a full-time job, and there's days where I'll wake up like 4 or 5 in the morning. I'll upload maybe like 4 videos and stuff, and then just, you know, either go back to sleep or get ready for work. But and then on the weekends, like, I don't really like doing stuff like on the weekends. Like, my social life is just all screwed up. Like, I'm gonna say that right now. Like, if people know me, they know that I just, like, I don't so much as cancel, but, like, I'll have friends that hit me up and are like, hey, let's hang out, and I'm constantly just about like, nah, man, like, you know, I'm doing YouTube stuff right now. So it's like that with friends, family. Like, if anybody knows me, they know that I got, like, my head, like, deep into the YouTube stuff, all right? And I, like, honestly, like, no, I'm, like, neck deep in the YouTube stuff. Like, honestly, it's just constant, like, just, like, going back and forth, trying to, like, think of the next video I can make, or the next, you know, song I can make, or the next gaming video, or anything I can do. And yeah, it's like, then also having like 7 YouTube channels and things, and I'm trying to, like, maintain all of them, and one of them is, like, promoting other people, so I'm trying to pay attention to other people's talents, and then also, like, use my talent to its full potential and things. So it's hard. Like, you know, it's like, I'm not trying to say, like, it's hard being me, but I'm just saying, like, where I'm at right now is a hard thing, where it's like, I wish I had more time throughout the day. I honestly wish I did. And I feel like when I did have enough time in the day, I feel like I wasted it. You know, and it was like, the thing is, it's like I still was doing YouTube stuff. Like, I would say that I felt like I wasted it, but overall, I feel like if I had to be honest, like, I don't think I really wasted my time, because I'm going to just tell you guys, before I start working at this job downtown, I'm going to just tell you guys, like, what I was doing. So, I would wake up, probably like 6, 7 in the morning, and start making gaming videos. Probably about like 10 o'clock. Go downstairs, might make me something to eat, might not make me something to eat, but I start recording. This is when I only had like 2 channels to worry about. Now I got like 5 more other channels to worry about and stuff. But anyways, then yeah, I'll record some videos for my gaming channel, and then record videos for my main channel. And then, like, I'm not even like thinking of like all the other outside projects, so I was doing that, and I was mainly doing like gaming videos and reaction videos. And so I'll do like maybe like 7+ videos for my gaming channel and 7+ videos for my main channel. And then like I might do some other projects like Rockstar Editor or some music or something else. So I had my hands on pretty much some things at that point in time. And then like, yeah, as it just like progressed on and things, I'm like, no, I gotta do more. Like, I gotta do more. I gotta get my hands on more. So it was like, you know, creating, I think, what channel, because I remember I did like a YouTuber deathmatch channel, and I was creating YouTubers and stuff, and then having them go up against each other. But then it got to the point where I was downloading already created YouTubers, so I felt like that wasn't really being as creative that I was when I had that idea to do that channel. But I ended up turning it into a channel where I was just like giving my feedback and my opinion on some wrestling topics. And then I think the third channel I created was, or actually, well, I know the third channel I created was my Moss and Hip Hop channel. And actually, no, it was the YouTuber Deathmatch. And then I did the Moss and Hip Hop. And then I didn't really know what to do with the YouTuber Deathmatch. So then I created, then that's when I turned it into an, just pretty much like a wrestling YouTube channel, but I'm just like talking about like wrestlers and stuff that happen on wrestling. Haven't really been uploading on those channels. I haven't really been uploading on any other channels besides my 2 main channels, my gaming channel and my like main channel where I upload everything. But yeah, then it was like with the other one that I did, like what else? I did one where I'm like talking about like YouTube news, and then promotional one. Like, honestly, it's just like it's so much. Like, it's so much right now, and it's overwhelming and things. And I feel like that it's like, I don't know, like, I wouldn't really say that it's stressing me out, but it's just so stressful where it's like I don't have the time for it. You know, I really wish that like I can just sit down and make videos and stuff. And then when I do have like vacations and things, I just don't know what to do. Like, I'm like so out of that like mindset that I had like a few years ago, where I could wake up, I could make videos, you know, all day. But I feel like that overall, like, it's probably that I get easily distracted. Like, if anything, that's probably the main problem. I get easily distracted. I'll start scrolling through social media. I'm not even paying attention to YouTube stuff anymore. And I just feel like that I'm just like not as motivated as I was like back then. Like, back then, I had to say, like, you know, even like I had the time, but it was just all like, I don't know, like, even then, like, I guess I would like hang out with friends, but then on the other note, like, I was just all like, man, I just want to make videos and stuff. So it's just like, that's why it's like I kind of like, I hurry up, and I had the time to like do what I need to do and make all the videos that I need to make. So I think if I was more so in that mindset where I was making like several videos every single day, like dozens of videos and things plus more, then yeah, I think I would probably be in a better standings. I just think that I need that motivation and things. And honestly, like, this is the one thing where I think like why I'm not motivated. Like, this is the one thing that runs through my mind. But I feel like, and this just could be me, this could just be me and stuff, but I feel like that it's not having like a woman in my life to where it's like, okay, well, I want her to like have like the best of the best. So this is where it's like where time like counts things. I feel like right now, like, it's just me and things. Then it's like I don't really have anything to worry about. But I feel like if it was like, you know, and that's like, I don't know, like, that's just like a dumb thing, but I was like also like with my family too. Like also there, like I just made that as a post like not too long ago. I think today, and I'm like I'm just tired of seeing the people around me struggling and things, and I need to like do more and stuff. And so there's like quite a few of my friends where I feel like that they're struggling, but I feel like the one thing, if I did have to be honest, and I did have to give you guys the full answer, I feel like if I had like a woman in my life, I feel like I definitely would work like 10 times harder than what I did before. And I don't know, like that's just me. I feel like that you work better if there is like a woman there to like, not so much as guide you, but to like she's that motivation that keeps you going and stuff. So it's like, the thing is, it's like I tried, like I don't know, like there's like some women in my life where I was just like like I don't know if this is necessarily going to be the motivation that keeps me that like gets me through and things, but if so, then it's like I wish like I would like would have known like from the start and things. Like I don't know, but like I'm getting way too deep in depth in my personal life. I'll say that for a next podcast, but yeah, overall, like I just feel like that's the one thing that's like, if it is holding me back, then like dang man, then that just sucks. Because it's like, it ain't like something like I talk about it now and then the next second like something like a magical or a miracle is gonna happen and things to where it's like, oh, like she is in my life now, so now like I have like what it takes to be the person that I want to be in things. But it's like I feel like that just me being just like so patient, I feel like I could be patient for so long. And then that's when I'm like, I just reach like that breaking point in things, and I just probably snap and go off or something. I'm like, I don't want that to happen. So that's why I'm all like, man, whoever my future wife is, like, please hit me up, because it's like, man, it's a struggle out here, like knowing that it's just like I don't know, I just feel like that's just something that will motivate me. I feel like that's something that will like keep me going. I feel like the people that I have now in my life, like they got their own things to worry about and stuff, and I'm not necessarily saying like they don't care about my life. I know that there's friends out there and family out there that do care about what I got going on in my life, but I feel like a woman, my like a significant other, and this can be for anybody, like if you have that significant other in your life and you got like some dreams, you got some goals that you're talking about and things, I'm not necessarily saying that I care more about that than I would with like her, but I'm just saying like I overall feel like that having that like that extra push, like that extra like motivation, like that cherry on top of the ice cream. I don't really eat cherries like that, but I'm just using the old saying. I just feel like that would really like keep me going and stuff. So that's just how I feel. Overall, it could be something else. It could be me getting distracted. It could be some other dumb stuff and things, but that's just what I got going on in my head. But overall, like, I still keep going. Like, that's like I was saying, like, I'm working like on like concept of a song that I have even thought. See, here's the thing that people like what y'all need to know about me, just like how creativity like runs through my blood. I'll sit here and I know, like, I want to make a Rockstar Editor video, but I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, like I honestly, if you guys would have seen me, cause I've got like the whole video part down. It's just a song that I need to create. But if you guys I feel like if people seen me in the works, they would know, like, yo, this dude, he's good. Like, the fact that I feel like what I just did right now is, like, one of the most creative things I just did, because it was something where it's like, I don't know, here's a weird, little fact about me. I feel like I work better at night, so it's like, right now, it's like nighttime and things, and I just created this whole video concept to where it's like, I think that it could be like a legit thing. Like, I think it's something that can like blow up and stuff. Overall, I'm in a small period in my life, so it's gonna probably take some time, but I just feel like what I just did with this video concept, I'm like, whoa. Like, I've seeing myself, seeing me outside of myself and things, I'm like, yo, like, that's crazy. Like, that's just crazy. You just sit down, just make a video like that, and that's I feel like that there's very few people in this world that can do that. You know, there's very few people in this world where they could just sit down, just create something and things. I mean, overall, like, that's usually how stuff is created and stuff. But just in the, like, time and the process, like me, I'm a fast person. Like, I like to get things done right then and there and stuff. Like, I don't really like to wait. You know, it's like people ask me, like, even at work, people ask me, you know, you want to wait till later on or do it? And I'm like, I'll rush through things just so I can hurry up and do something, you know? So that's why I'm like with this. Like, I wouldn't say that I rushed it, but I say that it's just all like how fast that I did get it done and things, and just like how I have the whole idea in my head. That I'm like, you know what? That's good. In my eyes, it's good and stuff. So that's why I feel like, I don't know, like people, I'm not saying that you don't have that within you, but it's something that you should work on, like, or give it a try and things. Like, sit down, like, and that's how it's been my whole life. Like, I've always was able to, like, sit down and create something. You know, like, even, like, as a kid, like, you could ask people that, like, my family, for an example, or, like, my mom, like, I would always write. Like, I was always writing. I remember that was my homework as a kid, that you had to, like, write a story. Like, you had to, like, solve some problems, but write a story. And writing a story, I was like, yo, this I got down. All right? And I remember the one story, I was like, it was something, like, where people go, it was like, it could have been, like, a Twilight Zone episode or something, but people walked into a house and they just disappeared and nobody didn't overall, like, know what happened to them and things. And yeah, it was just like, then it's just like I can't remember the whole story, but I do remember that, like, that was the plot and things. Like, people walk into a house and disappear. And the other, like, horror story, I actually turned that into sequels and things. I'm honestly I think I should, like, rewrite that, or, like, find the papers that I did write it on and read it out to myself and things. I made that, like, plus 10 years ago and things. Like, I think, like, in 2005, 2006. But it was like a haunted house story, and I wrote so pretty much, like, to just, like, tell you guys, like, how each story was, because I think it was like a 4-part story. So the first part was about a family that moved into a haunted house. The second part was, like, them getting, like, out of it. Third part was, like, about, like, and it was, like, because I had it to where it was, like, a good ghost and a bad ghost. And so I had it where it's like the third one was going to be like them fighting, and then the fourth one was going to be like a prequel to show them, like, how they got into where they at. So overall, it tells the whole story. It leaves nothing out, all right? And I was thinking that when I was a kid. Like, that's just, like, what I'm saying. Like, I sit down, like, writing stuff, doing things like that as a kid, like, and I could just only imagine, like, not even that. Like, I didn't even imagine how I was going to be when I was older. But just to see, like, how much I've grown as a person and things, just with, like, creativity and stuff, I'm like, wow. Like, it trips me out and things. So that's why I'm like, creativity, I feel like that's a key to, you know, a lot. Like, I mean, obviously, yeah, you gotta be creative with what you're doing and things. But, like, I just feel like that's the one thing that it will, like, keep you going, but also, like, some motivation that's there for you and stuff. I feel like right now, I have, like, a very little support team. You know, like, it was nice of my friend Angela to give me the idea to create a podcast and things. But, like, I don't expect her, like, I do expect, like, some motivation, but I don't expect her to do it, like, full time. You know, I don't expect her every single day to, like, check out my podcast or, you know, brainstorming me and do this. Like, she has her own things in her life. So that's why I'm all like, you know, it's just like, it's hard. Where it's like, you know, you seeing other people struggle, and then you're, like, doing all the work you can, so you don't have to struggle, but also you don't want to see the other people. I just feel like where I'm at right now, it's pretty hard. And I just feel like that the motivation that I wish I had, I wish, like, you know, yeah, I wish it was here and things. And I'm just honestly, like, just tired of, like, waking up and then, like, I don't know, like, I'm not saying that where I work, it's bad. But I'm just saying, like, I kind of just wish that I had time for myself. You know, I wish I had, like, the time and place to where I can focus on myself, you know, and, like, and just be able to just, like, just do whatever I want, and also, like, help out other people around me and things. So that's where it's like, I just feel like that's, like, the all-time goal with me and things, like, help myself and help out others around me. But I feel like that in order for me to help myself, like, I feel like that there's gonna need to be some people that's helping me too and things. But I don't know where I'm really gonna be at, you know, next year or wherever and things. Like I just, like I said, like even when I was a kid, like I didn't know where I was gonna be at in life. So like just like seeing myself like now, like where I'm at right now, and if somebody would ask me like where you see yourself like 5-10 years from now, honest answer, I don't know. I really do not know. So it's yeah, it's, you know, it's hard. It's hard, like having that mindset. Like I wish I did have a goal. I wish I did, but I just feel like that I'm just like I have too much of an imagination. So like I'm sitting here like thinking about like what my life could have been like or what my life is going to be like, but I'm like stuck in this reality stage to where when I'm dealing with like where I'm at right now, that's just what I'm gonna have to deal with. I'm gonna have to make something out of it and things without like put myself in danger. Like that's the thing that I want to do. Like I wish I can like stay up like all night and just be recording videos, but also I don't want to get to work and end up like passing out because I'm overworking myself, you know. So it's like I wish I had that strength to do that and things, but it's just like where I'm at in life, like there's limitations and there's just certain things I can do. So it's hard. Like it's really hard. Like I just want people to know that. But overall, I want like this podcast to be like motivation for those out there. Like, you know, no matter what, like the thing is, here's the thing. No matter how hard life is getting for me, because I could be in the worst of the worst, I still will have my dreams, all right? I still will have, like, my goals and stuff. And I know people might be all like, oh, that's corny, that's stupid. Like, dreams ain't gonna get you where you need to. Like, I feel like those, I don't know. I feel like those are the non-believers. Those are the people that don't, like, believe in dreams. They don't believe in, like, achieving stuff and things. They just believe in that, like, 9 to 5, like, work ethic up until their, like, retirement age. Me, my thing is that I don't want to retire. I don't want the words to I'm going to retire to ever come out of my mouth. Thing is, I want to be like 90 years old, still trying to create a platform for other people and also using a platform for myself. So yeah, I'm like, I don't care like how old I am or where I'm going to be at. Like, I'm still going to keep going. So like what I was just talking about in history, I feel like I don't have like a strong support team. I don't have the motivation that's in my life that I wish I did have, but it's not there. You know, all of that stuff, all of that to me, I'm all like, that stuff wasn't there for me day one. Why should it be here for me on day 2043? I don't know what day it is, but anyway, it's freaking Thursday. All right, it wasn't there for me on that Monday. Why should it be there? Or why am I tripping about it because it ain't there for me on that Thursday? You know, if it wasn't there for me in the beginning, then it's like, all right, well, I just gotta keep going on until then, until when it is there and things. Then it's just like, then that's when I just have time to think about that. But for now, I'm like, it's just more so is like thinking on myself and thinking about how I can better myself and things. So anyways, yeah, that's just like overall, like, you know, you got some stuff going on in your life, see past it, you know, like overall it's there. Do what you gotta do to like get through it, but also like take time to focus on yourself and things. And doesn't matter like how stressed you get, how much hair you lose, or freaking how many bags you got underneath your eyes. Like that's like the thing people like with me and stuff, like they know this, like when I'm just so like they take notice to when I'm like just kind of working a little bit too hard and stuff, because even my family, like they notice that my eyes get really red, and that's because I'm looking at screens like, you know, all day. Like I'm sitting here like making videos and playing games and freaking doing everything else, but like yeah, it's just like I just overall like I'm like in a like just struggling stage and things. So yeah, that's just the consequences that I have to pay. The red eyes, the sick days, all of that. Like the thing is, like in the worst of the worst situation, from my eyes being red to me being sick out of my mind, like there's times where I was so sick where I was like I could barely move. There's times I had me wild nights and I was throwing up, but woke up next morning and was still making videos and things. What else? Like yeah, common colds, freaking everything possible. Like, no, I had this, like, joint disorder problem with my jaw, so it was hard for me to talk, it was hard for me to do certain things, but I still made videos, I still did things. I remember there was a video that I made, it was like a Hodge Twins reaction video. My jaw, this is what I think had happened. but my jaw had popped out of place. It did. I felt my jaw like settle in a different state. And I had to I popped it back, and I'm like, oh man, I wish I could seriously bring that video up or show, because that was probably a captured injury or whatever you want to consider in things. But no, my jaw, I can feel it pop out of place and just settled there until I had popped it back into place and things. But I was like, oh wow, man. And then there was I remember there was a day I had to call out from work. I don't usually call out from work. People they work with me, they know that I never ever call out. If I do call out, it's because it's snowing outside, and I'm not trying to take no slip and dive and bust my head on some concrete or on a rock. So that's all my you just gonna have to deal with me calling out on a snowy day and things. Until then, I guess I'll use that snowy day to make me some videos and stuff. But yeah, I remember I called out and things. I was really sick. I can barely eat, and I was taking naps. And overall, just being just a sick old man. That's overall what I was being. But no, I still made videos. I turned my Xbox on, and I started making videos of me playing this game called The Division. The Division, the first Division game. And I just was all doesn't matter I'm sick, laid out in the bed or anything. I'm still going to be making me some videos. I'm going to have to, the only way I'm not making videos is if I'm unconscious, asleep or something. But if I'm awake, I'm constantly thinking of the next thing I can do. I did I'm at work thinking of the next podcast I can record, the next video I can make, thinking of ideas and things, writing down stuff, and just doing a bunch of things to where overall it's going to get me to where I want to get to in life. So that's why I'm when you guys when you see when I do have the time to post and things, oh my goodness. It's going to be a day where it's man, does he quit? Is he ever going to quit? Because if I still have the 7 YouTube channels, because the goal is when I get to 100,000 subscribers on any of my channels, on any channels, I'm quitting my job. When I have that time and I can just do YouTube full time, it's it's just I don't know, I overall want my competitors to succeed too, because we all deserve to eat, but they're going to have some competition. I'm gonna make sure my hands is on everything. I'm gonna get my hands on everything regardless who I have in my life or not. I'm gonna achieve what I need to achieve in life. So just gonna throw that out there right now. I don't care who's there, who's not. But I'm still going to, do what I need to do to be a better me and things, to be a better TMossBoss, or Tyler Jamal Moss, wherever you want to call me and things. I want to be better than the day before, and the day before that, and the day before that. And I want to be today, right now. I want to I don't know, I just want to outdo myself on every day, on different occasions, on everything. So anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. I'm gonna eat me some ice cream because it's freaking hot now. I need something to cool me down. So anyways, yeah, thank you guys for listening to my podcast. I will talk to you guys later. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. I'm trying I don't know, it's hard for me to end videos or end podcasts and things. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for listening and watching, or watching whatever you were doing. And yeah, talk to you guys later. Peace.